And we are live, everyone. Welcome. Let's begin. Where last we left your adventures. The Valley of Rain was the place. The subject was the Vergent Empire's blockade of this southern refuge. Force had arrived with the objective of freeing prisoners of war, which the valley has held since the Imperial incursion turned to necromantic plot, which you all foiled. Now, various parties have gone separate ways. Some have gone by sea, some seek to cross the plain of the Hells. You all plan to take the direct route to Vergent City, via the road. This course is before you. You will be riding along with the Vergent convoy, which had stood to blockade the way to the valley. Now we come to the place of rest that has been, for one of you at least, at the llama farm in the Valley of Rain. Here, you are approached by Frida Hieglin, one of the chiefs of the High Clan, to discuss your departure and what it means for the valley. She will say to you, "Well, Gwei here, I'm not sure what we'll do without you and the others. What with Natas and Margie already heading off south, Lottie still not coming out of their tree, and all the others leaving for the west. But we'll carry on. Is there anything I should know about your departure?"
My departure? No. I think that you guys will do just fine without me. You guys have handled yourself for ever without, if anything, all these outsiders is the problem. But
say that again, but that's the traditional wisdom of our clans.
yes, xenophobia, I guess, has its flaws. It's been an honor.
But I don't know if
helping
we
you
would have.
people.
I don't know if we would have prevailed without the aid of some who would have been excluded had we strictly followed such doctrine.
That's true. That's true. I guess you were bound to get attacked one day or another anyway, and I'm glad that we were able to help the way we did. But it's not over yet. Still have a lot of work to do. It's good that you're staying, because the people here are going to need your guidance and your leadership. And I think that I'll be able to carry your voice somewhat with me.
It's very kind of you to say. And we will be here, rebuilding, and we can, when a time comes, aid you all pay back what was given. I understand that you're all now searching out the heart of the conspiracy which threatened our valley. That evil is one we would be happy to put to rest for good. Reach out to us. We'll be there to support you if you need it.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that this is going to be a little bit over my head once I get there, but hopefully I can meet my new friends there, and we can sort something out. I have some connections in the city, limited as they may be, and yeah, I'm
At
hoping
this time,
that
finish your sentence.
I'm very interested to see how it plays out, considering that we found out that one of the cogs in this conspiracy might be Natas's father.
So it's at this time that one of the young children of the valley rushes into the longhouse and says, "It's Lottie! Lottie's awake! Come on, come on!" Rushing out the front door.
Oh. Trees have a strange sense of time, don't they?
They do. Rita will make her way out. Will you follow Gwei here?
Yeah, I'll go out.
You can see Lotifolia emerge from the tree that has been his resting place. That blackened corruption, which had afflicted his hand after touching black acorn, which was planted in the elven garden, spread. You can see almost fresh green growth from his body that is working to almost counteract whatever this is. And that fresh growth has covered Lotifolia in ways that, amongst other things, cover his mouth. So Lotifolia does not speak, but Rita steps forward and says, Lottie, are you all right? He shrugs, gives sort of a combination of a nod and a shake of the head. Rita says, well, the others are about to leave for the city. Are you wanting to go as well? Lottie nods his head. Rita says, well, it's a good thing we've got an extra horse right here for you.
Lottie, we gotta figure out, hopefully in the city, when we're working on this investigation, we can also figure out what the hell's going on with that corruption on your arm.
Lottie nods and climbs aboard this horse. While these farewells are being said, another conversation is happening just nearby between Dirk Sternglen and two of his acolytes, Seled and Fomer of the Dark Elves. To them, what have you to say upon this time of your departure from the valley, leaving them?
Dirk's actually...
Yes?
Yeah, Dirk's actually gonna be looking around, looking for that merchant that was here before. That was offering to alter Stimonium.
Right. What was your aim in that search, might I ask?
To further question her about her uses with the Stimonium and try to see if there's a more evil source of her intentions.
Curious query. Fortunately, she does seem to have packed up and left, leaving no trace of her at this time.
Just like a charlatan.
As it seems, there was no business to be had here, as the Stimonium, as it is, was either being hoarded or deals were made to prevent its use.
Yes. Well, my fellow followers of Stamos, I thank you for all your help, and again, I believe we settled on one of you would stay and one of you would come along to the city, if I'm not mistaken.
They look to one another, and Homer will say, well, Dirk, as much as this seems a wise suggestion, we believe it is best if we both stay with our people.
I see. I'm sure to help further spread the word of Stamos.
Yes. Besides, you'll have your hands full and, well, our kin are not welcome in Cadlia. We're seen outside of this valley may start a racial conflict that could engulf us all.
I guess that's true. If I seen of your kind further in Cadlia, then I'll make sure to send them here, I guess.
Please do. Seled will comment on the fact that one of the chief's sons is still missing. A deal made with criminals back in Dalefen. Perhaps you'll see him in the city.
Yes. Possibly. And as far as the Stimonium, I believe I was going to take them to be sheltered by the church further, but leave one here to be revered.
They'll say, it's already on the cart.
Excellent. Again, I can't thank you enough for all your help, and hope to see you again, and I'll be around. I'm just visiting to the city to, solve another corruption of the soul.
Excellent. All right. So when the two of you are ready, go ahead and mount up on your horses and make your way to the road leading away from this place.
Oh yeah.
Dirk is unsure if this is his horse. Yes, it is.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the reins.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So it is here, at the break in the mountains, where the path to the valley and to the frozen south begins, that your journey north sets out. Good note, I will update that for you as we speak. Now, you are along with a number of individuals. Allow me to ensure their introductions at this time. Vizier Ina of the Vergent Empire and of the Empress. Commander Garrett, who was the second in command of the invasion force which took the valley. Latifolia Dentala. A Gith, whom was recovered from the dark beneath by the name of Zuralan. And of course, Roddick Stoutarm, devout follower of Stamos. Your journey now begins. You will meet up with the caravan. In the distance, you can see many more Vergent soldiers ready to make their way north, back across the continent. As you are starting this path, are there any things you wish to say? Any last farewells to this part of the land? Or any opening agreements to make with those whom you're traveling with?
Nope.
Why is the... I'm gonna ride over to the Gith.
Yes. Please do.
I'm gonna ask him, new friend, how are you?
I am fine.
Now tell me, what interest do you have, Zularon, was it? In the
Yes.
Vergent City?
It is the center of operations in this part of the world, yes? It is the best bet, as I see it, for finding contact with my kin.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. If you need anything, just let me know.
Yes. Yes. I will ride with you, and we will make it. Make a medicine check for me, Ben.
He's definitely acting a little weird.
That's just how Gith are.
Maybe he's constipated.
Maybe that's how Gith are. Is unfortunately the best I can give you to that end. But as you are at the back of this line, which is now making its way to join the Vergent convoy proper, you do notice one additional figure attempting to make its way to join the convoy, which, as best I can describe it, is a donkey pulling a cart.
Huh.
Coming along quickly at a trot, clearly trying to catch up.
Is there no rider?
There is no rider. The donkey is just pulling a cart full of hay. Dirk, you recognize this.
I do.
You traveled with this visage on your way from Dalefen to here.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
And as you approach Gwei here, what are you going to do or say?
I'm gonna examine the donkey in the cart for any tomfoolery.
Yeah. Make a perception check. Yeah, you can see clear signs of illusion magic. And as you are examining it from that donkey comes the familiar voice of Solani, the half spider, who says, "Hi, Gray here. I'm coming along."
Oh, Solani. Okay. I mean, hee-haw.
And the cart goes, "Ee-aw, ee-aw, ee-aw," in a very humanoid-sounding voice. And the Gith warrior just looks and shakes his head with disgust.
It's all right.
Well, they don't have donkeys in outer space. They're called, yeah. God.
A creature like
So, but-
this, without a driver? Foolery. Will surely run off.
Nah, that's a smart ass right there.
The smartest. Also,
Certainly.
if you try taking care of your animals, you'll find that they'll follow you pretty much anywhere.
So, you begin the long road ahead towards Vergent City.
I'm sure nothing will happen.
Comment.
It's a time skip, and we're just there successfully. This is like season 6 Game of Thrones travel.
Your first point of destination will be the city of Sommerst. This is the city, in fact, Gwei here, where you have dwelled. A small city, humble, but a notable presence in the southern Forsec province. This is where your instrument shop is. And if you're able to get away from the caravan for a spot, you may be able to pick anything up from it that you would like to, including stored away memories, if those are of your desire. Think about that as we approach the city and contemplate.
I also have a
whether or not-
stash of 10,000 gold,
No, you don't.
right? Oh, okay.
That's a failed deception check, Ben. So when we reach there, have in your mind whether or not there's anything from it which you would like to acquire. Grey Flame, you from beyond. You have followed the wishes of your protector, your patron as it stands. You have been gathering the substance known as Epicrium, which has fallen from the sky. You began your path in Forthane Forest, where last you saw these folks, and you have made your way through the plains of the Forsec province, and find yourself now on the south side of Cadlia, making your way west. Maybe you might turn north. You haven't seen much Epicrium for a while, and so it is at this crossroads ahead where you will meet up with this convoy. You have acquired a cart within which you are carrying all of the supplies which you may desire to acquire for that which gives you commands. First in line of the Vergent military convoy that sees you is Dirk Sternglen. You see a cart full of stamonium.
You'll just kind of like slowly pull everyone to a halt.
Hey, I know
Hi.
that metal.
You know him? That thing?
Yes.
What's he?
Vaguely. Grey Flame, is that you?
Hello. Yes, it is I, Grey Flame.
Dirk will just come around to the side of the wagon. How did you acquire so much stamonium?
With my hands.
Stamos, be praised. Do you have visions?
No, my protector, the savior, tells me where to go, and she has been right so far, as you can see.
Wow. I guess so. This is incredible. May I pray upon it?
Yes, you may.
How much is there?
It appears to be, well, as it appears, 8
Okay.
boulders worth.
8 chunks.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Is it-
If Grey Flame will allow, I would like to get onto the bed and just kind of like spread myself and try to touch as many of them as possible. And
Grey Flame just looks over at Gwen here.
Stamos.
Yeah, he's in a cult. Just let him do his thing. It's fine.
I understand.
He thinks that his god put the weird meteors here.
But they fell from space.
Honestly, if you ever want to trick this dude, you could just very, very easily pretend that your god is the same god. And
Can't do that.
that's boring.
Dirk, you
I
can
mean,
hear
my
this conversation if you'd
patron
like.
would be very upset.
I
if
can hear you.
And,
So Grey
I'm
Flame,
sure
your god
yeah.
god is female.
Maybe.
What's maybe? So what if it is the
I
same
have
god?
only seen the Savior upon my first saving. Since then, I have not needed to be saved, so I have not seen
Does your savior have a
Savior.
name?
the Savior.
Yes.
That's the
First
name.
name V,
Oh,
last name
Exactly.
Savior.
Correct.
all right.
After your prayings, Dirk, do make me a religion check at disadvantage.
Yes, he's distracted. Disadvantage.
Right. So, Dirk,
It's all right.
I notice you haven't actually leveled your character up to 10. Please do that while you can.
All right.
And that is a 9 for religion, as Dirk is unable to achieve a connection with Great Stamos.
I think there's something wrong with these relics.
This time, 2 other riders from the convoy will approach, Roddick immediately saying, "By Stamos, Dirk, it's more Stamonium!
I know.
We're claiming it for the Order, yes?"
This is
Yes.
mine. This
I mean,
is
we
for
were
the
just about to
Savior.
discuss this.
Oh, good.
I must transport this to wherever the Savior requires me to.
I will give you
I am
whatever you
simply
desire.
riding until I get another sign.
Well, ride with us then. Stamos and the Savior must have brought us together for a reason.
It does sound like that. What is a sign but this?
Yes. Maybe
Old
keep your hearts
friends and
open.
new friends. As
Yes.
Now,
They-
Grey Flame, you said that the Savior encouraged the use of this material, but Dirk here says that it would be against Stamos' wishes to manipulate it for
Yes.
use.
It
there
can't be
clearly
used.
is something coming. Something
Well,
must have spurred.
We mustn't use it for any sort of evil that would
Oh,
or
course.
misuse that would set the world in balance.
exactly. We
We must
cannot
keep the
do
order
that.
in things.
But
Okay.
we must still listen to the higher beings, and if they say, "Hey, use this," I'll show you the ones to use. Well, you can't say no.
Well, Stamos hasn't given me that word yet, so
I see. Well, the Savior has given me such word.
I'm curious to who your unnamed being might be. You know, there's a lot of demons in this land.
Hey
Yeah.
now. You, sir.
I'm just saying.
You mustachioed fellow.
Queer specifically said this
Why
highly
are you bringing my
inflammatory
mustache
thing,
into this?
and then is just now eating popcorn.
I just thought I'd warn you.
Eating carrot snacks.
They can be quite beguiling.
The suit of armor just starts to kind of shake as it tries to quell its rage. I think it's
Hey.
best to not rage.
You must be hot in there.
Vizier
Only
Ina
when
will ride up on
it-
you all and say,
It's hot.
"Pardon me, might I ask why the caravan has been informed to stop? Is there a kind of disagreement here which perhaps I can adjudicate?"
No, we are talking of a religious matter.
Right. I am well experienced in resolving religious disputes. If you need a hand.
Well, there's no dispute. We've decided to join our party. See, we have a load of precious demonium in his possession, and we thought we'd all
Yes.
ride along together.
I shall join your convoy once you, Dirk, exit the cart.
I'm sorry. And he'll just walk out, but leave one long lingering finger on the last one of his sleeves.
Hey, there's 8 there. Don't make it any different, please.
I would never,
Good.
unless
good.
if I was told to by some divine source.
Well, of course, that I would not fault you. I would simply
I appreciate
fault
that.
the divine force.
Great.
I am hearing a divine source that says that we should be on our way, my friends.
Yes.
Atop his horse, Roddick rides over to you, Dirk, and says, "Shall I try and steal one of them when we make camp?"
Oh, absolutely. Wait till the night falls.
Oh my lord.
The Vizier will say, "Well, new strange traveler, we make north for Vergent City. It's a long way to the north side of Cadlia, and if you would travel with us, we would certainly have you in peace."
In peace of what?
Peace rather than conflict.
Ah, well, seeing as you ride with my friend, then it will be peaceful.
Very
Unless
good.
she deems it otherwise. And nods at Gwen here.
Oh, me? No. I'm cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never killed anyone that didn't deserve it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
As you move to join the convoy, Ina makes her way to ride alongside you to Knights of Stamos and says, "All right, fellows. Is there going to be any funny business about this new visitor?"
Just looking at each other. No. What do you mean?
I know that your order is very absolute in its ownership of things, and I simply wish to avoid any unnecessary altercations. Our objective is to return to Vergent City with the freed prisoners of war, as well as our force, and to do so without incident. Understood?
Of course. Quite frankly, this might be a religious matter, something that might not be.
Of course. I'm simply
to-
suggesting that you hold the pursuit of this religious matter until you are in a place of strength, the city where we will arrive. Then you might resolve it as your god sees fit. But for now, let's not spill any blood until both carts full of stamonium, was it, are inside Vergent City's gates.
All right, but if I'm attacked, we all know whose side you'd be on, of course.
I pray to Aniva that it will not come to that.
All right. You heard her, Roderick. Let's go.
Ugh, all right. We don't contradict the boss lady. So,
But let's try to figure it out.
we make camp after a long day's worth of travel. Here, on side of the road, you all find yourselves. As the night is falling, are there any with whom you would wish to converse? Any information which you all to seek?
I mean, while it's just us around the fire, I think it's fair to tell you I'm sure you know of the Empire's laws. I've traveled with a few interesting characters in the past, but we're going now to a land that might not look so kindly on, you know, foul gods and that sort of thing.
Is your god one of those gods?
I mean, no, Stamos is
Oh,
one of many of,
the okayed gods.
of the good gods of Catalia.
Oh, the
What
good.
about-
Okay.
What about elven gods?
Yeah.
That's also a gray area. I mean,
Are they
in
in
fact,
there
I've got my
too?
hand slapped once or twice in recent memory because of that. Maybe started to try to stop a genocide of the whole elven crisis that is, going on through this land. Or, I mean, the land we're going to. And,
Oh.
well,
Well.
just as long as things don't get messy and you have, at least if you wish to, cast magic and things, you have permission from the government. A written decree like this, and I'll take out my little license that I have.
Oh, I see. I see. I will make note of this.
Yes.
So,
Gives a thumbs up.
in this camp, where you are established on the edge of the Forsec province, there are a number of individuals that may be of interest for you to speak with. To Dirk, you recognize the Vergent ambassador from Dalefen, and there are as well, around that fire, the other Vergent persons. To Latifolia, to Gwei here, Solani may be of interest to check up with. Roddick is here as well. And I would note to make a perception check for Greyflame.
Oh boy. Let's see. Should be.
Perfect.
22.
Okay.
As like just a light goes off in the helmet, just like whoop.
Right.
Sonar.
That's exactly what happens. And it is after that check has completed that Greyflame detects something.
Great Flame stands up and turns towards the area of threat.
This warrior of a kin which you do not recognize is infected. You must destroy it. Your understanding is as simple as that.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Okay.
What are you going to
Cool.
do?
I cast Hold Person.
Are you all right? You look a little off, Grey Flame.
Zurulon saves against Hold Person.
Oh. I
You'll-
look confused and say, I clearly must be reading these messages wrong. If it were to work, it would be correct. It didn't work, so the command must be incorrect.
And
What
What
yes,
are you mumbling?
as you reach your mechanical hand out to invoke this spell on the warrior, he shudders, looking up, eyes darting quickly towards you, narrowing, and he draws the blade at his side. All around can see the shine of his silvered sword as he walks with determination directly towards you, Grey Flame.
I look scary.
Dirk will stand up and like, whoa, what's going on here?
I'm
Zurulon.
gonna
19
scoot to the
is
other side of the
scary.
fire, but continue eating.
Roll an intimidation check for me, Grey Flame, to look scary.
I got a 19.
Very good. Let's roll this.
Oh,
Okay. As the warrior places the tip of his blade where the chin of a humanoid would be on Grey Flame and says, "What did you just try to do to me, construct? Nomad?"
I tried to hold you.
Indeed. Your
What?
next words will
It
determine
failed.
whether or not I should impale you upon my silvered sword.
Well, you are safe, as it did not work on you, so clearly it is fine. You are clearly blessed.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Wait here, do you know what's going on?
Oh, I did pretty bad. I got 30. That was a critical fail. I got 1.
He says,
Yeah.
not good enough, and swings his sword at you, missing as well.
Can we just have it so it dings off, like instead of missing, just ding?
Yeah, and we're gonna progress that indeed as well. As with that ding, his hands shudder, and his sword flies out of them onto the ground. He gives a ugh.
And as we can see, the Savior deemed it that you could not inflict harm to me. So we are at standstill.
You see a bit of dark blood in his palm that he's just coughed up. Looks at him and says, Nomad, what are you doing here? Your purpose is guarding within the stars. Why are you terrestrial?
I am to collect the shards.
Is this a command authorization given you? By your central units?
Yes. The Savior gives me my commands.
Savior? There is no theology amongst the nomads. Not that I have heard before.
Well, that is because the nomads left me, and it was the Savior that came to my aid when my kin did not.
You believe as much, but it is also possible that you are broken. Know this, I have some expertise in the make of your constructed kind. I might attempt to remedy anything faulty that may have caused an unkind attack on myself.
I think the same might be said for you, friend. You do not look well.
All the more reason that this resting should be done as quickly as possible so that we might expedite our journey to a place of civilization. As he begins to stumble away, go ahead and roll me a medicine check, Grey Flame.
Oh god. I don't know how any body works.
Nonetheless,
I got a 3.
you have only the information already that I have given you.
Hey,
Sularon.
That's fine.
I'm gonna call it to him.
Yes,
What is afflicting you?
it does not matter. Will not matter. He tries to shake his gaze away from yours.
I stand up.
Kneels and begins praying.
I stand up and I'm going to cast. I look around at all of the Vergent soldiers and stuff. Like, are they all just watching?
Yeah, at this time, Roddick as well as the commander are gonna come over, and the commander will say, "What's going on here? Sword was out. Should we be concerned? Is this man not welcome?"
I honestly do not know what's going on here. Is that not a person in that suit of armor? Metal contraption?
Nay. The body you see before you is my body. And he, dings the armor.
How are you reanimated?
Via the Savior's will.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
broken and she filled me with light, and now I work again.
Okay.
Ben, you
Uh,
here was going to do something?
Oh, I'm gonna lead it to the captain. I'm gonna say, Captain, the our friend here, the skinny one, he appears to be afflicted by some kind of ailment that he's not. He clearly knows something about, but he is hesitant to share with us.
Lies? Is that what is happening? Ugh.
Zularon will turn towards the increasingly focused attention and step forward and say, "Fine. I will make clear all. It's simply... my intent is beyond this crumbling rock. I would soar on wings of dragons. And purity would bring me that. You, Commander, in your home city, there must be more of my kind." Commander shakes his head and says, "I do not recognize." No. No. I am afflicted. With the spawn of one of those terrible creatures we killed beneath. I had hoped only to find more like me. They can, no other, they can save me. But if we do not find them before time, I will not be a burden.
For time of what?
For time of my affliction's culmination. Greyflame, this information seems to be activating circuits within you.
Oh boy.
That is confirming his information as true. There is a certainty to your knowledge of these words, and a further compellence that if this creature is not put down within the week, it will become hostile.
I mean, Great Flame doesn't wish to act and take this guy out or anything. And it's still kind of following their central processing of like, okay, I tried, it didn't work. There must be a reason for that. But just in case, time to cast Wall of Light.
What?
I just put Wall of Light around them.
Tell me, what does this spell do?
Ah, yes. Wall of Light. A shivering wall of bright light appears at a point you choose within range. The wall appears in any orientation you choose, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. It can be free floating, or it can rest on a solid surface. The wall could be up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
Is
The
this wall going to
blocks
do
line of
damage?
sight. I am gonna set it so that he
think it
is
blinds.
just inside of it, so he won't be in the walls itself. As
Okay.
long as he's not in the walls, he shouldn't be
So,
blinded
put
or take
simply, your intent is to create
Trap.
a circle around him, something like so.
damage. Yeah.
Encircling him within light. He will say, "What? I do not require this." Fine.
You are. The chance of threat is far too high to go unchecked. To keep everyone and myself safe, I'm putting you in this light.
Fine.
Please do not touch the wall. It will hurt and then blind you.
I like your style, Construct.
Dirk, do you think Stamos has any holy magic that could cure our good friend of his ailment?
Guess, but he kind of looks a little gross.
Is that the determining factor if you heal?
No. Let me see.
He's
Let me
too
think.
stinky.
Actually, I don't even know if I have. I have lesser restoration, but I doubt if that would work.
Yeah.
Commander Garrett will say, Paladin.
Yes.
Sternglen, was it?
Yes.
I
Dirk
place the
Sternglen.
responsibility of decision for what to do with this thing, this creature. Pointing towards.
Yes, this is all news to me. I didn't know he had some
pointing towards
weird
Gith. Right.
sickness.
Say, I place the responsibility of what to do with it upon you. It has
Right.
come along with you from that valley we tried to take. And moving forward, the risks that it poses will be upon your head. If you wish to exile it, or worse, do so. And he returns to the army camp.
All right. Well, if we have to, I guess we'll have to put him down. But, not what? How much long did we say we had? A week?
Possibly.
It could be
Like
less.
this.
Hence why I will keep an eye. I need not sleep.
Oh, excellent. Well, this seems like holy work, I must admit.
I don't see any holes in the wall.
That's all right. You'll see them soon enough, Gwei here. Especially around all the Stimoni.
Are you all then headed to your rest?
I'm not.
Right.
I will need to power down at some point, but I can just do that during travel.
I
that's fine.
do still want to go check in with Solani.
And
Please do
Dirk's
so,
hanging
then.
out with Roddick.
Excellent. Scheming, I presume?
Yeah, we're just kind of like watching the cart.
Oh yeah. There's another thing I have to do is set the cart so it is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. Are there any dead bodies?
No?
Alright, well that's fine. Then Grey Flame sits on the cart, giving them perfect sight of their friend in light and also the cart.
Fabulous.
Perfect.
All right. So,
So we're just watching, swapping stories.
wait here.
Yeah.
You are making your way to speak with the disguised as donkey, Dark Elf. What are you going to say to her?
Solani, what are you doing?
Why?
Why are you here?
Well, not everyone thought it was a good idea, but I thought it would be a good idea if one of our kin came along. We're going to the city, right?
Yeah, the most conspicuous of your kin, I should add.
Really? Is the disguise that bad?
No, not the disguise. Just, I feel like it's just going to be really dangerous, is all.
Well, it's been
As long as you're ready for
It's
that.
been very dangerous up to this point. But I've
That's
still got a
fair.
missing brother to find.
That's true. I didn't realize he was your brother.
Yep, that's right. All kids
Is he
to the
also
elder. No, he's just a normal, handsome guy, brave guy that you should be looking out for and watching out for. He'll get you.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
always looked up to him.
I'm sure we'll find him.
Yeah, and
How did he go missing?
he made a deal with a group of criminals, an organization called the Hand. It was a contract that was made so as that the Hand would work with us when we were hiding away in the village of Dalefen, so that we could help get enough supplies to feed our people.
Okay. And I'm assuming that went sour.
No, actually. He's still working with them as well as we know, but we're safe, so hopefully he shouldn't need to anymore, right?
Yeah, hopefully he's safe too. And you think he has in Vergent City? He was transferred there, moved there for some reason?
Yeah, they moved him out of the village fairly quickly, so I think so. He's a skilled, killer, so they would have had use for him.
That's useful. A useful skill to have
Yeah.
in a city.
Um,
Good place to apply that trade.
but anyway, I made my way here and, I'm on the road now, right? So, it's all good.
Yeah. In the town that we're going to soon, this is actually my hometown, or I guess not my hometown, but where I've made one of my homes.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you're looking, so maybe you can come with me to my shop, my house, and you can let your illusion down for a second while you're there.
Okay,
Out
that
of
sounds
the
wonderful.
eyes of all of these soldiers.
Great.
Is the cart part of her illusion like covering her weird spider body?
Yes.
It's so funny.
That's the reason for such a, profile.
All right, well, I'm gonna get some rest. If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Yep. So, it is to rest then. As you go to it...
Wait, what about Dirk? Dirk's
Oh,
gonna
sorry,
talk
I
to
actually want to talk to Roddick real quick.
Excellent, let's go to Roddick.
Roddick, what do you take of all this? You know, our convoy situation and the packing so much stimonium.
I think that it is well good for the interest of Stamos that we have so much, even if it's controlled by a strange, unborn knight of body not there.
Yes, that is very. I was thinking the same thing. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you know about the safety of Stamos once we're in Vergent City, and if the Empire might, like the chances that the Empire might try to get their meddly hands on us?
Well, there are a contingent of knights there, and hopefully Gervin is there as well. Gervin Hamrock, whom you know is the head of the Knights of Stamos.
Okay, yeah. We know that, of course.
A dragonborn of gold scales, and the one who rescued you and brought you into the Order of Dirk.
Of course, I would know him. What was his name again?
Gervin. I will
Gervin, that's right.
type it into the chat for you in just a moment. Gervin Hamrock.
Gervin would definitely know, and I feel like he would appreciate, my devout trust in acquiring such a holy relic. Hopefully, he'll see the value in it.
Excellent.
Hamrock.
That's right.
Sorry.
Oh, there's no C in there. Hamrock.
Okay.
Then to rest is it for you all?
To trance.
Trance. A trance. Gray Flame, make a perception check for me.
Oh boy, you got it. Perception. Oh my.
Right.
A 6.
Then it will be nothing noticed, for they are upon the camp.
Oh no.
As rushing from out of the shadows, many attacking the soldiers just outside of the fringes of your action, are creatures of undeath.
Okay.
Wolves, their skulls without eyes. A bear with terrible saliva dripping from its maw. And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good roll.
Okay. I'll take it at 10.
Excellent. And your foes will act on 22. So they are upon you. Wait here, you are attacked by 3 undead wolves.
Damn
This
it.
bear is going to attack one of the paladins of Stamos. These wolves are going to attack you, Grey Flame.
These guys are lucky I didn't rest.
Alright. Here we go. Wolves. Pack tactics give them advantage against you, Gwei here. 1, 2, 3.
All of those hit me, I think.
The 14. Ow.
2 attacks against you, Grey Flame.
Oh,
16,
they
16.
do not hit me.
20 does not hit you.
I'm at 21 right now.
Alright. In that case, Gwei here, it is your turn as the camp is under attack. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility on myself
Okay.
to get the hell out of dodge. And then I'm gonna use my speed to move over to where Solani is. And I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on myself as a bonus action.
Excellent. Alright. Grey Flame, you are up next.
Yeah.
Okay. Grey Flame is going to use their heavy crossbow, which luckily I have crossbow expert. So, but that is two-handed, so I will be setting my shield aside, so my AC drops to 19.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
And I am going to shoot the one on my right.
Excellent. Fire away. Hit.
Is it 17 hits? Okay.
Alright, and it is still standing, if only just barely.
And I have a second shot.
Fire away.
I will finish him off with a...
You
there we
needed to
go.
deal 1 point of damage. Down it goes.
8 overkill.
Excellent.
Alright, and that... is that a bonus? It is... yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Dirk Sternglin, you watch as this bear knocks to the ground this paladin of Stamos, bloodies her. You see she's likely even lost consciousness. It roars as it steps forward. Zuralan says, "Release me from this prison of light so that I might aid you." What are you going to do, Dirk?
Nice try. Whatever you were. As Dirk runs forward. I don't even know if I have enough. I guess I do. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on Roddick.
Oh, of
Because
course.
I'm passing by.
Yep.
And then I will... Stamos will protect me, so I'll use my action to cast Sacred Weapon.
All right.
And that's my turn, as I just run up to the bear.
Your allies are up next. You can see Roddick will immediately rush up alongside of Dirk and swing out his greatsword. Striking twice for 15 points. And he's going to cast Shield of Faith on Dirk, increasing Dirk's armor class by 2.
Thanks, Roddy.
Always, Dirky. The
I love this so much.
is going to dive for cover into a tent. The soldiers all are rushing to grab their weapons. The vizier is going to rush up to this one of the wolves and strike out with an unarmed attack. And then a second one. That wolf is knocked to the ground unmoving. She's then going to rush over to the bear and lay into it with a strike.
Jeez.
Which is going to hit. And the bear is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. The bear is stunned. Attacks against it will deal critical damage and have advantage. And we also have the commander who's going to rush to the aid of these wolves here. Well, not to their aid, to their fell. The aid of the group overall. And strike out with his greatsword. Missing one of his attacks, actually. And that necrotic is gone because he is no longer fused, so it is just the slashing damage. So that is 15 and 11. He destroys these two wolves.
Damn.
Damn.
Good job.
The undead are next. This wolf is going to rush towards you, Dirk, and attempt to bite you. With the critical, the next wolf attack is going to be a 10 to hit Grey Flame, which is going to miss. So, Dirk, you're going to take that 12 points of damage, and I need a strength save.
Strength save.
Oh.
Dirk is knocked prone to the ground, which means the undead bear will have advantage on its multi-attack against you.
That's fine.
24 and a 13 to hit you, Dirk. Actually, no, it's stunned. It doesn't attack.
Right. Yay.
Well, yay.
Pardon me. Pardon me, my complicated things. There's another wolf. It's gonna bite you.
Don't one of these soldiers just watching it happen? They don't get opportunities to attack.
They certainly will. They are going to miss and hit for 9. The wolf is bloodied. It bites at Dirk. With a 17 to hit.
Does not.
Does not hit. Wait, here, you're up.
Cool. I think from invisibility, I'm going to fire my bow at the bear. I should have advantage. I hit it for 8, and then I'm going to use my...
Critical. 17.
I'm gonna then use my ability that the bow has to cast Vicious Mockery on the bear. So it has to make a DC 17 Wisdom save, but the DC is actually 19.
The bear needs to make a wisdom save. There we go.
DC 9. Oh, geez. He rolled a... Does he have... What is that +2 from?
That is not the bear. The bear rolled an 11. The bear fails.
Okay, so the bear has disadvantage on his next attack. Also
bear
gonna use
is
my...
dead.
Hell yeah.
And Latifolia is thorn whipping for 9 points against this wolf, so it is now bloodied. As the dagger, which Lottie still carries, pulses with psychic energy. All right. Good work. Gwayflame. Gwayflame, you're up.
Gwayflame is going to so Wall of Light. Apparently, I can use an action to launch a beam of radiance from the wall at a creature I can see within 60 feet of the wall.
All right.
So I will. I guess I'll just laser the one right in front of it.
Excellent.
Let me just see if I'm assuming I guess it's like a spell attack or something. Yeah, ranged spell attack. Cool. Spell attack, go. A 13. Does that hit?
Yes, it does, exactly.
Oh, joy.
And what's the damage it's going to deal?
4d8
Okay, it has 2 hit points. It can't survive.
26.
Yeah.
It just whoa. Just like ash. I don't know.
Yeah. With that blast of light, the wolf is no more.
Cool.
We have 1 wolf remaining on the field. Dirk, can you finish it off? Unless Greyflame, do you still have actions?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Dirk's just gonna dust himself off and look at this wolf and swing his holy hammer. Wrong. But
That'll do it.
there we go.
All right. The wolf falls. Dirk climbs up. And with that, all of our foes are defeated. We are out of combat. The commander is going to give a scoff and say, "What was that? Do lifeless beasts usually wander these plains?" Vizier will say, "No, but is this not dissimilar to the undying affliction which has been reported in the valley? Indeed. Perhaps it's spreading."
Yes, I fear that might be true as I bring my hammer down on the corpse of the undead bear. Just for good measure.
My question to you all is, what do you want to do about this? Out of character, I ask.
What? With trying to investigate the source of these undead creatures?
Precisely.
Didn't we get attacked by creatures like this in the...
I feel like
Where
we've
do
been
you get-
attacked by undead wolves before.
In the
Yeah.
valley, yes. It was due to the fact that they had drank from the corrupt water in the Valley of Rain.
Right.
Yeah, so does that mean that there's something else corrupting the animals? We should track them.
This
Perhaps
does seem
there is
urgent,
something.
doesn't it?
It does.
I might have to go pray on this. Dirk's gonna walk over to Grey Flame Stimonium. Ugh. Stamos, is this a greater issue?
Roll religion. And see
Oh,
these
I love
Vergent
it.
soldiers are removing the corpses of these wolves from the area.
Like it's just like a ball pit,
Oh, I'm
but
like
it's sharp
just-
rocks.
I'm like, just leave the corpses in my cart.
Dirk, you feel a reaffirmment from the divine power that gives you your strength. These monsters are connected to the same ill conspiracy which you are seeking right now.
Yes, maybe we should investigate then. He hops out of the cart. Let's try to find the source of this. Maybe it'll help cure the larger problem at hand.
Dirk, I also don't think you took hit points for your next level.
I think I did. I think I did everything but actually change it from a 9 to a 10.
Fantastic, then. Just wanted
But let
to
me
confirm.
know.
I will leave that to you. I just don't want you to be feeling gypped out on hit points. So, right here. You want to track them? How are you going to do it?
Yeah, are we taking a rest or what are we doing first?
As the rest got stopped, yeah.
You were at full resources when you went into this long rest. If you want to take a short rest right now, you can. If you want to go right now, you can. These choices are all yours.
Yeah, that's fair. We should probably track this thing, but I'm not very good at that.
Let's
Yeah,
go
maybe-
right now.
Oh, I have okay survival.
Okay, survival?
Yeah, 4.
What about you,
Four.
Roddick? You're low to the
Four.
ground.
I have
Roddick
3.
will say, I am, and I will track them. They will never see me coming. His armor clinks as he crouches down to the ground to roll his survival check. He says,
Oh,
I'm sure that they came from that way. He points southwest
Excellent.
is the way he points.
Let's go then.
He starts marching off with distinction. Grey Flame, you're certain that they came from the northwest.
they came from the northwest.
What? That's impossible. My tracking skills are as absolute as Stamos' order itself.
Oh. You go where you
They're
want to
just
go.
The reason they won't see him coming is because he's never going to find them.
Uh,
The Vizier will say, Construct, believe it or not, I trust you more than a Paladin of Stamos.
Not hard.
I will go
It's
with
not
you.
hard to do that.
Commander, keep watch over the
Okay.
camp. I wish to see a source of corruption, if that is what you believe is here. She says to you, Gway here.
Absolutely.
Roddick will stubbornly, eventually, make his way to rejoin Dirk.
Everyone seems to be, going the other way, so maybe we should go with them. You never know.
Fine.
He'll say. So, will the 5 of you, as it stands, make your way to trail these creatures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to ask that you all roll stealth checks if you would like to
Yay.
do so without alerting any others whom might see you.
I will definitely use my +8 to stealth as a robot.
Why is Roddick coming with us?
Because he wants to.
I
All
only
right,
got
so
13.
And maybe Lawful can cast Pass without trace on us?
yeah, we can see about that. Let's get Lottie in here. Lottie will certainly join you as well. Just getting his character sheet open. Is Pass Without Trace on the spell list? It is, and so it is cast. All right,
Woo. Nice.
so you follow these trails.
+10.
And the passive perception which you are up against is, let's see, probably something you can work with a +10. Otherwise, it would have certainly been a failure. Yeah, you're good. So, you follow the trail of these undead creatures to a watering hole on the plain, here where you arrive. Ahead, you can see more of these undead beasts, which wander around as if they've recently taken a drink. But you also can see several cloaked figures, and several figures in fell armament. The center of this source of water, you can see a dark corruption brewing in the distance. To your eye, Gway, here, it is much the same as what happened to the source in the Valley of Rain when you first found it. You have stealth. You have the opportunity to choose your engagement. How will you do so?
On the journey, I would have.
I smell a
Right
foul
here.
odor about the place.
That's 7 hit points back to Gway here.
What are they doing? What are like the cultists doing?
You can see that the 2 hooded men who are here are slowly channeling purplish and black tendrils of magical energy into the lake, filling it with more bile.
Gross.
We should absolutely kill those people.
Maybe take a couple of them alive. We have
Yes.
And we'll take one of them dead.
I will attempt to perhaps dominate one of them using magic.
Okay.
But I will wait.
Try to dominate them physically using my
No.
warhammer.
And you look so strong, Dirk.
Thank you. Roddick will help.
All right, folks. You have the drop on this situation. I'm going to give control of Roddick to David.
I sneak around and be coming from like. Actually, no. I want to stay. I don't
Yeah,
wanna
you
get,
guys
like,
you guys can choose
surrounded.
your vector of approach. If you want to move up to any of the bushes and take cover in them, you can do so. David, Roddick should be in your journal now. And you can pop this situation off in a way which pleases you.
I need one
I'll
person
get
to come with me.
Yes, let's get
I
into
will
position.
follow. We will do a ranged assault.
All
And on
right.
a signal, we'll attack.
Who's controlling Lotofolia?
I'll be running Lottie unless you'd like to.
You can do it. It's fine.
I'm just going to keep it simple.
But can I have Lotofolia come with me around to like the northeast side here?
Certainly you may. Right, Dirk and friend are here.
Oh,
Eno's going
Well,
to-
if as I say, way here, run past me. Yeah, I'll go the other way.
Okay, Dirk's going there. And Grey Flame, would you like to be with the Vergent Vizier here?
Yeah.
All right. And how are you going to act first, everyone, to initiate this combat encounter? I will give
I'm
you all a
gonna-
full surprise round, so please, in advance, roll for me initiative.
Cool.
Your enemy acts on 5.
Please, more than 5. Yes, 11.
I'll control Lotofolia, actually, if that's an option.
Yeah.
It could be fun. I love a good druid.
Lotofolia is accessible in your journal. Righty. Sorted. And Grey Flame, pop it off. You'll act first.
Okay.
What you got for us?
I am gonna first activate at will levitation.
What? Levitation?
Yeah. Warlock like level 9 gets it as a eldritch invocation.
All right.
But it's using
Fabulous.
action and concentration. I will then like 30, so I will skit, not run or walk. I'll just like right over there.
Alrighty.
And then I will, as my bonus action, I will rage.
You are raging.
Oh, actually, no, I can't. Never mind.
You're a barbarian warlock?
I'm not raging.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Anything else in your turn?
No. Done.
Dirk, would you like to charge into battle with
Yes.
nobility?
Grab Roddick by the shoulders, like just like the old days, and I'm gonna toss him through the brush at.
All right. You can roll some attacks with him then. As he...
The fucking fastball special.
Then he makes some great sword attacks.
19 will hit. For 11.
This is his stats.
That will miss. All right.
And then I'll charge through for Stamos!
Excellent. Hit for 11.
And I'm going to cast Divine Smite.
Excellent.
Is this a feat?
It is not. It is, however,
Or undead.
an undead.
Take an extra D8. Actually, could do it from a second level spell, so it'll be 4D8.
See it.
Poop.
This creature is bloody.
Roll 13, and then make another attack.
Miss.
God.
That's your surprise round. Wait here. Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action before attacking Bardic Inspiration myself, and then hiding. I'm gonna shoot at this cultist here with my longbow.
All right. Hits exactly.
Sick. So he's gonna take 6 piercing damage, and then using the ability, I'm going to cast Dominate Person on him.
Okay.
DC 19.
Wisdom save?
Yeah. Yeah, wisdom save.
Ooh, that's the 18 to save. No dice.
Yeah. No, because I used the bow. He has a minus 2 to his saving throws,
Oh,
doesn't he?
right.
Is that? Show me that text.
If-
Oh.
It-
Oh, I did write that now, didn't I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a -2 in a
So-
saving throw. It fails. This creature is dominated. And when it is no longer surprised, you may use it to act.
Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
They are surprised.
I'm gonna move back
The
a little
vizier
bit.
is up and is going to rush out of the bushes and with a flying kick to this Death Knight, strike it for 10, 6, and 7.
Oh, is Latifolia going on my turn?
Yes.
I'll go after the vizier.
Go ahead.
Latifolia is gonna cast Call Lightning at level 5.
No,
Jeez, right.
He's not. He's going to cast Entangle.
Oh, he's afraid of Call Lightning, right?
No. Well, maybe, but we know the Lottie move.
Oh, so I should cast Entangle. Okay.
At least on the first round.
The first round is Entangle. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Entangle on the strongest creature
That's
that I can
right.
see, so this bear.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna make a DC 16 strength save.
It fails. Because
Of course it
does.
Yes.
It was entangled. Alrighty. And Grey
We're going
Flame,
with
you're
this.
up again.
Gray Flame is going to shoot this Death Knight with their crossbow.
Alright.
Let's see. Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Bam. And then a second shot.
Hit.
27 hits.
Yes.
Okay.
12
and
points. It is bloody.
then I will use since one they both hit, but the last one there I'm going to do my Eldritch Smite with, which then does an additional 3d8 force damage.
Excellent.
Nice. So 24 plus 7. So like what, 31?
Alright.
I don't
It is
mental, man.
very much weakened by your assault.
Weakened. Oh, that's right. He is. I, as a bonus action, I tell him to run away.
Tell him to run away. Oh, you're gonna just. Alright.
Yeah.
We'll see if he obeys
that's
like
it.
men. Alright, Dirk. Rob.
Dirk is going to make his attack.
Hit.
Hit with 9. Does he look like he's staggering?
Yeah,
I'll
he's
just-
weakened, but he's not quite on
I'll-
death's
I'll-
door.
No, I'll-
Spite.
Yeah, he saw me do
I
a
might
smite.
need it. I already
Say- You
smoked.
should do it. Gotta prove your
That's a hit.
deity's better than my
Still
deity.
standing. You want to roll Roddick for me?
Yes, I will. Old stout arm.
That's a hit for 11. The creature is barely still standing.
God, I should have. Oh, I can smite with him.
And down it goes. Completely surprised by the paladins. Of course it was.
Of course it was. And we still have our movement, so I'm going. Run up.
And Gwahir, you are up. You and Latifolia.
God. Roddick with the metal chair.
The radiant chair.
The radiant metal chair. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna shoot my... do something really stupid here. So that bear's entangled, so I don't really care too much about it, and I am concentrating. I'm gonna use my once a day first level guiding bolt on the wolf.
Okay.
I don't have advantage, so it would be a 13 to hit. Does
That
that
will
hit?
hit exactly. And this wolf is going to be blasted apart.
Sick. I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Latifolia Bardic Inspiration. And then Latifolia is going to... What kind of fun stuff you got, Latifolia?
Call lightning?
Call Lightning is concentration, though.
Ah, that's right.
Which is being
Thorn whip.
preoccupied. Thorn Whip on the bear? How about Cone of Cold?
Back into it. Ooh.
That is a new spell which I set Lottie up with, and which I think
And-
they will
Wow.
be quite excited to finally receive. And that bear is going to save, taking 17 points from it.
Cool. Wait, how far did I just move? I might have moved too far. I did.
Oh, good.
I think I can still be in range, but I'm like there.
Alrighty. In that case, your foes are finally up. This foe, however, is under the control of Gwahir. Gwahir, what do you want to do with him?
What is he? I mean, I'm just going to command that he kill his friends. I'm going to actually... The paladins are going for this cultist, right? So I'll tell him to kill the bear.
The bear is actually going to be running in this direction. And he is going
Isn't
to
he
cast...
tangled?
He just broke it with his action. And
Okay.
the Necromancer is going to cast Blight on the bear.
Oh no! It's gonna heal.
Not quite. This bear
No?
has nothing to do against necrotic, other than save. So it's going to take 17. It's weakened. It is bloodied. But
Oh,
it took
it's
damage.
He's siphoning health from it, ain't he?
I don't know about that.
What is he doing? Ugh.
This death.
Can I then
Knight
tell...
is
Can I
doing
tell him
approach.
after he's done casting the spell to come towards me?
Sure.
Like, use his full move to, like, come towards me.
All right. This Death Knight is going to strike out a Grey Flame,
Mhm.
and at the Vizier, she is going to take the 14 points, and Grey Flame, you're going to take 15.
Nice.
Okay. And lastly, we have this Necromancer, which is going to attack Dirk. Whenever Dirk can, Dirk is going to need to roll for me a Constitution saving throw for himself and for Roddick against Circle of Death.
Ooh.
There is one undead wolf that is also going to dash after the circle has been cast. All right, Vizier is up, and she is going to strike out with her unarmed blows. 1, 2, 3. It's a hit, and another hit. Yeah, she just fells these creatures next to you, Grey Flame. They're downed.
Oh wow. Good job.
Did the Death Knight yell get boned before using the bone sword?
Nope, he just died.
Darn.
After that flurry of blows, she'll look to you, Grey Flame, and say, "More across the water," and start running in that direction.
Understood. Good thing I have levitate.
Dirk, I'm going to need you to roll against that Circle of Death, Constitution saving throws for yourself and Roddick. Grey Flame,
Of course.
what are you going to do? There are 2 enemies still on the field, the Necromancer and the Undead Wolf.
Grey Flame begins to skirt across the water as their movement, and then now that I'm in within 100 feet, I will shoot this one with my crossbow.
Fabulous. Let's see it.
19
Hit.
to hit.
Yes. 10 points.
Okay. And then that's the second one.
Hit.
17. Yay.
For 11 points.
How's he looking?
He's still fine.
Oh, then he's getting smit.
Okay. Let's see it.
Oh, that's my last one. Extra 16 force
16
damage.
points. All right. He is bloodied.
Good.
Okie dokie. All right. Dirk, you are up. There is an undead wolf next to you, and you and Roddick have just gotten blasted. Roddick took the 17 points from the Circle of Death, and you took, looks like, oh no, that was you that took 17.
Yeah, other way around.
Thank you.
I rolled a 6, Roddick rolled a 6.
Oh, he takes the 17. You take the 35. All right, what are you two gonna do?
Is it like a smog kind of thing?
Yeah, so it was as though over the radius of you, there was a circle composed, and within it, everything wilted and died. The grass beneath your feet has crumpled and turned to black and gray. Your flesh itself feels as if the top layer of skin has become dead and fallen off.
Fantastic.
Ew.
I'm just gonna keep running through it. Roddick and I ignoring the wolf. At least.
All right, the wolf's going to make an attack of opportunity. Big 10 for nothing.
Misses.
All right.
And make this one's for Stamos, baby.
That is a crit.
Oh.
21 points.
And I was trying to do non-lethal damage.
He is still up.
But I
You're
couldn't.
trying to do non-lethal damage. Divine Smite.
That's right. Now I'm gonna take another non-lethal swing at
You
him.
have broken your oath, Paladin. Let's see the other hit. That will hit exactly and knock him out.
Tie him up, Roddick.
Like right here, you've got your dominated necromancer and the one wolf that is still in the field. Can you give him a thunk thunk from over there?
Oh, I don't have any interest in doing that right now.
Okay. Then why don't we rush it right over to Gwei here and the Vizier. Go ahead and...
Roddick didn't make an attack, so on my turn could he?
Oh, famous! Yes, Roddick, let's do it. I've gotten ahead of myself.
Never mind.
So has he. All right. Great Flame, go ahead and make an attack against this wolf, please.
Okay.
She can move... Oh, using a key point, she can actually get right up to this wolf and attack it as well. Let's see what you both got. A 12 will miss.
Did she?
But
Oh yeah.
the unarmed strike won't, and down goes your foe. All right.
And I will move a little closer.
With that in
And
mind,
then
we
I will-
are out of combat.
So I have like a good 45 seconds left with Dominate Person and this thrall that I have here. So I would immediately get to interrogating him using my mind control.
There we go.
I would also like to restrain him, or maybe have Lottie restrain him while I interrogate
Sure. You know what? Lottie's going to cast Entangle,
him. I demand that he submit to Entangle.
which she will.
And I'm going to ask him, who do you work for?
I work for no one. I serve greater than myself. The cult of Orcus.
And who is your mortal leader?
Cult Master. None of us know their name, only their command.
Who do you take orders from? I'm like trying to think of what to say. Orcus, what's Orcus's plan?
A veil of unliving will fall across this continent, he says with excitement. All
my.
will bask in his shadow. The valley was only the beginning.
That's great. That's great. Do you know any high-ranking people in the cult of Orcus in Vergent City?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There was a Baron. A Walden Cadmire was his name. Yes. Oh, and a commander.
Can you sign this paper saying that, please?
Mattock Garrett was his.
Mattock Garrick?
Mattock Garrett, the commander whom you travel with.
Was his what? What did he just admit to?
You asked if he knew members of the cult of Orcus within Vergent City.
God.
Mattock Garrick. Okay, the Vizier's gonna have to hear about that. The Vizier, is she part of the cult?
No.
Okay, you've been of great service to me, and I'm going to just stab him.
I will say, for the sake of brevity, that there is no need for a long rolled out struggle, and you may dispatch him.
Cool. I tell him to hold very still, and then I carefully insert the rapier into his heart.
Right. There's an unconscious one here with you, Dirk. Did you wish to take on a different sort of approach?
Honestly, I don't think Dirk could do any better than that.
So with that information shared, do you wish to dispatch this foe?
Yes, that was very impressive way here. Bring his warhammer down on this unconscious cultist. Just
Good.
kick the body into the water.
Normally I condone executing prisoners, but I also don't condone apocalyptic necromancy.
Yes. I can agree that
Roddick will throw his
this was
body.
called for.
Looking towards this pool of water, it very much appears to be the same kind of corruption, which was only able to be cleansed by, well, the shard of the heart of Virgos, which was brought to the spring. It is inevitable that other wild animals could become corrupted from this as well.
Lesser restoration.
I don't know if there's
Oh.
anything we can do.
I healed Dirk for 10 health.
Thank you.
Latifolia, I'm gonna ask Latifolia, do you think there might be like a grove of local druids or something that could guard the creatures that live here from this pool?
Lottie
A lot of people
shakes his
can't talk.
head, points to your chest and points to your ears and shrugs. And then points in the direction of the valley, far away as it is now. And then points in the direction of the Forthane Forest, seeming to suggest your kin from the forest could aid, or those in the valley could be informed.
What if we send word back, send somebody to have those dragons come here?
Roddick would say,
You
we
think-
should send a soldier. They're fast riders. No, not a soldier, a knight, a paladin of Stamos.
We might need them in the road ahead, Nick.
It's true.
But we could send someone.
Ina will join the conversation and ask, we need to send a message. What do
Yes,
you all
well-
know of this corruption?
It was a similar problem that was going on in the valley.
Vizier, I've
Yes.
uncovered a conspiracy that I think you would be very interested in as a high-ranking member of your society. Through interrogating that dead prisoner over there.
Yes?
But I need to know that you can be held, that you can be truthful in your... I want to share this information with you, but I need to be certain that it is safe to do so. would you be comfortable having one of the paladins perform a zone of truth on all of us, and we can all be perfectly honest about what we know about this cult that we've been facing?
Do so. A lot of
Good one
Foley
of
will
you.
step into the circle.
Dirk or Roddick, would one of you be able to cast Zone of
Rodic will say,
Truth on all us?
I can cast a zone of truth and lay his
And
hands
I-
on the ground.
I can cast the Zone of Truth as well. Maybe if we hold our hands together, be extra
Yes!
strong.
They hold their hands together and sway them to the sides a bit to empower
Oh,
the
God.
magic.
Just
As-
tell us
You guys
where.
are done laying hands on each other.
As
Um,
a zone of truth is placed upon you all, and all will cede to it. Grey Flame, will you cede to the zone of truth? Does Grey Flame have anything to hide?
Oh yeah, Gray Flame will is like I hide nothing
All right.
and lets it be.
Vizier, are you familiar with the cult of Orcus?
I am.
So I'll tell you what and you, I assume, are in the interest of uprooting and destroying this cult, and you can be considered an ally of us.
I am your ally in your actions.
Okay. The cultists here were part of the cult of Orcus, and they were Baron Cadmire was some high-ranking member of this cult, and he was responsible for the corruption in the valley, just as these cultists are responsible for this corruption. I've learned that amongst their number is the captain that travels with us. Sorry, out of character. What was his name again?
Let me get it for you in the chat. That would be Commander Mattock Garrett.
I'm going to communicate that Mattock Garrett is a member of this cult and should be taken prisoner. But it's entirely possible that many of the soldiers that we travel with are also compromised. So this might need to be done with some level of discretion.
What do you suggest?
I'm not sure. I think honestly, for now, we know his secret, but he doesn't know that we know his secret. So using that to our advantage might be the best bet. If we follow him, he might lead us to others in the cult.
So not to act immediately. Wait until we reach the city itself.
Yes, I'd imagine that the first thing he's going to do is report to his superiors. So we should keep a close eye on who he goes and meets.
A wise plan. I will make for your use. At your disposal will be the resources of the Virgin Empire that are mine to command.
Yes.
Even reach out to the Vergent Inquisitors if you would like.
I would be cautious adding anyone. This group of people right now, and the adventurers that I defended the valley with, I know can be trusted, but I'd be very cautious about letting anyone else into the loop. If you bring in any external resources from the Virgin Empire, perhaps organize it in such a way to not let the cult know that they're being tracked, if that makes sense. Don't let the Inquisitors know we're trying to stop the cult of Orcus, but
I'll give them a
does that make
silent
sense?
lead. Yes.
Exactly. Okay. And the last thing was that they don't know who the chosen of Orcus, who the leader of their cult is. So uncovering that figure is going to be our main objective here. I think that Casgrove is likely a probable for that.
it is not so.
Do you know anything about Cadmire's relationship with Casgrove?
I'll tell you what I know as we walk back. And it's at this point
Okay.
that we are going to take our brief intermission for the night. We'll just do a 5-minuter, allow everyone to do what they need to on a quick break. When we come
Cool.
back, we will conclude our journey to Vergent City. I will see you
Sick.
all shortly. We're back, everyone. David will be with us as soon as he can. He's currently playing baby tag. What that means, that's up to you. Let's
Baby tag.
get back into the flow of things. You find yourselves on the road, making your way across the plains of Cadlia. On your passage to Guahir's home city and Vergent City beyond it. During this time, on a cart, on a horse, are there any things that which you wish to connect and converse with the fellows here? The Gith rides nearby to you, Grey Flame, giving you side glances as you walk.
I ask how they are doing.
It is progressing. Fear I have not much time left.
So shouldn't we just take you out now then?
I had risked to hope that I could find purification.
Okay, well, if you think that there's a chance, then then we'll sure we can find it at the city.
I would be lying if I said there was a chance. It's only a fool's hope that I've had left. And a
I'm really sad.
childish want not to die.
Hey, bud. I'm gonna ride over to him. Don't lose hope yet. There's so many powerful clerics in the city. I'm sure one of them knows what to do with your cerebral guest.
Airman.
I don't think so. If my people are not there, as your commander said, then there was no chance for me.
How did you get here?
I crashed. My life pod bored through the floor of your world into the caverns below. I wandered, but I was already afflicted. You, nomad. He looks towards you, Grey Flame. Says, when next we rest, I trust your swiftness to end me in peace. But I make offer before that end comes. I can repair you, your connections. I believe they to be damaged. Your words are sideways for your kind. Do you wish to continue blindly serving some deity which you know not the nature of, or do you wish reconnection with your kin?
Oh god.
That's a heavy choice, dude.
Yeah, it's a rough one. Grey Flame is before answering first will say rather than a swift death, I can give you a good death. I imagine you, much like myself, would want to go out in battle. So we could duel after you patch me up.
Strange smile crosses his face.
See how
That
good
would
you
bring
did.
me great honor.
then let us do that.
And then he turns to you, Guahir, and he says, if I should destroy the nomad in combat, it falls to you to end me.
Grey Flame just nods and is like, yes, that would work best.
I'm like, yeah, I got it.
And so, your ride continues. The grim fate of this individual pondered. As you are riding alongside her, Guahir, Ina turns towards you and says, Gray hair it is, yes? Of elven lineage.
Quite.
Might I trouble you for a moment?
Oh.
She glances sideways. Garrett is alongside. You would be able to hear such a conversation. But the matter which she turns to is not in regard to the hunt for a conspiracy which you are on together. She says, simply wish to get to know a noble hero who seems to have acted well in the service of good in that Valley of Rain. Who are you? What is your story? What's brought you here?
I wish I could tell you my story, but I know I'm very old, and I know that I have an affliction that impacts my memory. The longer that I live, the more painful my memories become. The weight of what happened in my civilization weighs heavily on my conscience, and I begin to have terrible headaches. I found the solution to this problem is to store my memories away in objects. Some of them instruments I've made, some of them other keepsakes from my past. And when I need to access those memories, I can through the objects, but I don't carry them with me, and as a result, I don't truly know my life story. But I can tell you this much, and I'll share all of the tale that I know about myself so far.
So that is mostly of your family and of your work here. Would you tell her of your capture by the Vergent Empire and escape?
I think I would.
Okay.
I think that like that's like petty crime, and I feel like this supersedes any. This gives me diplomatic immunity, essentially, like the mission I'm on. So I'm not too worried about suddenly getting arrested by her or anything like that.
Lovely.
I'll tell her openly too that like I think that the Virgin Empire. I mean, like I come from a time before any of this Virgin Empire law existed, in a time where like magic was like the song of magic was everything. And before it was trapped in crystals, and before it was limited by laws and schools and enforced by violence and stuff like that. And so I see myself separate from your society, and I don't feel constrained by your laws.
Very fair. I once lived like you did. I'm actually perhaps even older than I look. Where I came from, nomad is a term I hear thrown around in reference to the metal man. It's what my people were called. We wandered the skies, camped in the snows. It was peaceful. It was aimless. Dirk, I see you've ridden close to us. I was merely asking Gwei here a bit about herself. I could ask about you as well, to know what a heroic man who has saved many as it seems you have. What is your story?
Yes, I come from humble beginnings myself. I was orphaned at a young age. I saw my family ripped apart and their limbs used for some strange blood magic. Red mages had invaded our village and attacked my home. But I was found and saved by
Gervin Hamrock.
Gervin Hamrock, and well, the rest is history. I've devoted myself to the Order of Stamos and trying to find balance in this chaotic world.
Fabulous. She will nod and say, that is a noble tale indeed. Only our empire had more men like you. unless,
Yes,
as her eyes drift carefully in the direction of Commander Garrett, less would seek to see it fall. And so your path continues along the road. You pass through Summerst, camping there for a night. Gwei here has the opportunity to visit her old home, recover several objects of import, and you continue along the road. Your travel will likely come close to a week in its duration, crossing the whole body of the continent, making your way to Vergent City, but before that week is up, you encounter something on the road. Something you did not expect. A forest.
mysterious forest.
Ooh, my least favorite kind of forest.
As your caravan continues along, trees are where they should not be. Shade, bramble, and branch. They bar the path, the road. And while the majority of the cart-laden convoy is forced to slowly hack their way through, clearing the road, you all can make your way along what remains of it through this dark forest to ensure that the path ahead is safe. As you enter it, you feel a strange dread fall over you. I would like everyone to roll charisma saving throws, please.
Nice. Nice.
These will all do, as with reference to what is afflicting you, you all feel an uncertain amount of arousal, which could be termed as excitement, but not so, for it is directed more darkly. You feel your very own prejudices, your very own dislikes, distastes, judgments coming to the forefront of your mind, but you push this influence away. You feel, now is not the time for it to take you over. And so you continue forward, which I would ask you to do at your will.
I'm keeping an eye out. I don't like mysterious forests, and I don't like mysterious horny.
There is a larger tree up ahead. Roll a perception check right here.
Perception. Ooh.
That's a 9. Just seems to be one amongst the many trees that are twisted, corrupt. The ground seems to have burst in places, grown quickly. This forest was not here recently, and Roddick will say, when we rode this way, it did not bar our path. This must have happened very suddenly. Most unusual.
Gwei here. You know trees, right?
Are you saying that just because I'm an elf?
Yes.
Yes, I know trees. What's your question?
What can you tell us about these trees? They seem quite strange. Quick growing.
Well, I know that powerful druids can create forests nearly instantaneously, but something very powerful must have created this forest if it was here in the span of a couple of weeks. Either that or
a deep voice
that's
resonates
probably what it was. It was probably whatever just said power.
from the direction where this thick tree stands. You have it. I want it to feed upon you as that tree uproots. Roll initiative.
Ah!
Bro. We go way back. You don't remember me?
Oh, I didn't click on my fee first. I got a crit.
I will add you in at 24.
Thank you.
And we have an 8, and we have a 22, and we have our foe, which acts on 15. Greyflame, you will act first against this
Boy.
creature.
Okay.
You immediately sense, with unquestioning certainty, hostility from it.
Can I sense the same hostility from other trees surrounding us?
In a muted sense, yes.
Okay.
This
Fair,
appears to
fair.
be the heart of this forest, as it were. What are you going to do?
I am going to cast a spell. The spell is Flame Strike.
Ooh!
I assume it can't move as it's uprooting itself? Or well, it probably can.
It fails the save.
Fuck.
Alright, so
Nutrient.
21 points of radiant and 18 points of fire, which is doubled by the vulnerability of the creature. As it is struck, from its body burst spines, thorns. 5 points of piercing damage are afflicted to Dirk, and to Greyflame,
I'm sorry, Dirk.
and to this horse, and you each are afflicted by a hatred charge.
Oh no, what is a hatred charge?
Uh-oh. Do we now hate?
You feel hostility towards this attacker. That's all for now.
The tree? Okay.
How did you know?
Well, I was going to hit it with something, but now I'm not so sure.
Greyflame, is there anything else you're going to do in your turn?
Yes, I'll use my bonus action to heal. I'll roll my healing light.
Okay. Then Gwahir, you're up next. What are you going to do?
All right. I'm going to. So anytime it takes damage, it sprays out 5 piercing damage and gives that creature. So we need to get away from this thing. I'm going to run. I'm assuming.
I
this
should
thing is
note the
crazy.
horse is going to have a hard time navigating on this path, and if you all would like to, at the start of combat, you can send your horses away.
Yeah, I'm going to do
I
that.
was not on a horse. Wahaha.
I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna cast Swift Quiver, and I'm going to use.
Oh.
Do I have any-
shoot.
Let's see here. Do I have anything fun I can do? I'm going to ready a attack with my longbow for when I can, if I can do a shot and only hit like one of them, like if I can not hit Greyflame and Dirk with the thorns, I won't.
Okay.
That's the trigger for the bow attack.
So waiting for your allies to move out of range of the creature, which brings us to the creature. As it stomps forward towards the two of you, it says, "Hate. It is in all of us. It is all of us. Once you strip away the layers." and it's going to swing out with a slam attack against each of you. 26 to hit Dirk, and 26 to hit Grey Flame.
Nice. How much damage?
17 to Grey Flame. 17 to Dirk, 21 to Grey Flame.
I'll take it.
And
Plus 10 to hit. That's great.
And you are now both afflicted with 3 hate charges, which means you must obey all 3 doctrines listed under the first 3. Destroy creatures identified as enemies, destroy creatures identified as neutral, and destroy creatures normally identified as friendly.
So now we're at 3.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh boy.
How do you get hate charges?
So, Dirk, you are
So
up.
many hate
The
charges.
closest foe is the hate treant. For now.
Okay. I could still use my reaction for my sentinel to attack as he attacks someone.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Oh, and he hurt me, or he hit me, right?
Yep.
So I can also use my reaction of Hellas Rebuke.
Oh, more fire damage. Holy cow!
Fucking
60 10?
What?
That warlock, buddy.
Well,
Jesus
then.
Christ!
Okay, that's one of the highest hellish rebuke rolls I've ever seen.
Look at those rolls!
8,
8, 4, 10, 9. Holy
It
shit!
saves.
Yeah.
So that is
It's- ah,
1 point
takes
of
half,
radiant, and
but-
that is 46 points of fire. It is definitely bloodied at this time.
yeah. And the fire, they save, so they take half. But since they're wood, it's
It's still
extra, so it's the same.
It's the same.
Fair.
And Dirk and Grey Flame, you take 5 points of damage from the thorns. You are now afflicted with 4 charges of hatred.
Which is just burn everything.
Yes.
So that's fine. That's what I'm doing anyway.
All right.
Fire! Fire!
And then can I divine smite? I think I can.
Yeah. So that's 11 from the hammer.
I guess I can only 3d8 or do third level spell. So 4d8.
What do we got? Let's see it. 23 points of damage is exactly what you needed to destroy the creature. And as the divine energy flows through it, this creature crumbles and says, "Hate is always with us." It falls away, but your hatred remains.
Oh boy. Well, time to go burn the forest down.
Your
So I never
allies-
actually had my turn.
Right. You didn't,
was all
because that was all reactions.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
you're
that's
up.
True.
So I guess I have to attack.
That's right.
You must burn everything. And
Just start with
that
you.
is me. Yeah.
Let's start with you. Oh no!
Nice. Good hit.
And divine smite at 3rd level.
Ah, yes. Awesome. So that's 38.
Yeah, Dirk is just in a fit of rage right now.
Ooh. Ow.
Okay, that's Dirk.
Is
Roddick-
Roderick an initiative?
Roddick is gonna say, "Dirk, what? Why are we turning on him? This metal man has done nothing but help us."
And Dirk says, I hate him!
He looks back towards the vizier, says, "Something's wrong. I have to help him." And
He's not even a creature, he's just a construct!
Roddick's over here. Roddick's gonna try and use Lesser Restoration on you, which will clear 1 charge of hatred.
And look at him now with hate.
At the top of the round, 1 of your charges of hatred fades for each of you, as the creature
Okay.
has been defeated. You now each have 3 charges. That brings it to 2 charges for you, Dirk. Anyone you consider neutral, you still want to destroy. And
So there's no one
The
neutral.
soldiers.
Grey Flame, you still have 3 charges. Please act accordingly.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate my Starfall module, of course.
Yes. Okay.
It's a bonus action. Start of turn, anyone within 20 feet, well, enemy, which I see them as the enemy now,
Get
takes
my baby.
D10.
Okie
So
dokie.
do I just, at the start of the fall, do I do that now or later then?
We can say the activated at last turn with the hate treant in mind and are now getting the first turn benefit. So, let's do it.
Okay.
And that is 5 points to an enemy of your
5
choice. Who is your enemy of choice?
It's 5 plus 2 as I have the extra 2 radiant damage. So
Awesome.
That's radiant. But yeah, Dirk, of course.
All right, 7 points of radiant to Dirk. Alrighty. And
then, of course, I will now attack.
oh yeah.
I will use Toll the Dead.
On Dirk?
Since he's
I'll
hurt.
roll for
So
him.
we'll do 212.
He will roll a wisdom saving throw. 16.
Ooh. What's my 14, so they
No
say
damage.
womp. That's my turn.
Alright, Gwei here. Vizier Ina turns to you and says, something's wrong. What are we going to do about this?
Don't move. And I'm going to cast Wall of Force. I'm going to create 10 by 10 foot panels, and I'm going to place 5 of them around each of them. 4 walls and 1 ceiling. So I basically create... I trap them in 2 boxes of Wall of Force.
Nice.
More or less?
Good.
They're in
Yes,
timeout.
exactly. Yes, and I can hold this for 10 minutes until they've calmed down.
Yay!
Excellent.
Yes.
All right then. Well, with that in mind, there's much more to do. As isolated within these walls of force, for both Grey Flame and Dirk, the hatred can slowly and eventually fade away. And as it does, their desire for violence as well.
Oh, good.
And with that, we
Good
can
grief.
leave initiative.
I leave the Wall of Force up for just an extra few minutes.
Roddick's gonna kick at it and say, Dirk, no! You're trapped!
Oh, that's me, sorry. I'll drop it.
And so you will.
I will patch myself up with some healing.
I imagine Dirk would say something along the lines of, what happened?
You got matted by the big tree.
Latifolia has jogged up to join you from the back of the formation and moves up towards this creature and shakes his head and seems to kind of recoil a bit, but is nonetheless curious and examining of it. You're not certain what Lottie's connection to this thing is, but there seems to be some kind of observation. And that's a plotline which we'll revisit in the future, when Leia can be present with us. Hopefully next week. As for the rest of you, as the Stamos paladins make their way to the side, sacred shielding each other for good effect, Ina will step forward towards you, Grey Flame, and Gwei here to say, what is this devilry? Have you seen it before?
I have not.
No.
Must be
I-
the work of darkness.
Lottie turns east, northeast, looking in the direction of the Forthane Forest. Make a perception check for me. Both of you, you've been there before. As Lottie points. Be good, Grey Hair. And enough to guide Grey Flame to the visual.
Thanks.
Over there, bud.
Looking out towards that silhouette of a forest, you can see a treetop that wasn't there before. Great and large. A single tree seems to be rising above the rest, roughly centered within the forest.
That wasn't there before.
Mysterious forest. Ah.
Mysterious
Messing with
indeed.
us.
So, it is then time that we make our way to the camp on the next night. Here where a noble Gith warrior would step forward and say,
Oh,
"The time has come for my fate."
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fix me up so I can beat you down.
I'm gonna give them
I
both
guess.
bardic inspiration.
Good.
Awesome.
As you're
What
both
type
inspired.
of instrument do you use?
Instrument, I'm playing the lyre. Lyre.
Nice.
As this surprisingly sophisticated creature with his hands for his aptitude with a blade, it seems those aptitudes cross over. Opens your back panel, Grey Flame, to reveal the construct that you are. Is it gears? Is it wires? Is it arcane energy? Tell us, Tyler, what is Grey Flame made of?
They open the back panel and it's just light.
So into that light reaches the hands. You feel over the next 20 minutes or so, your mind clearing, clarity coming to you. The concept of a savior was actually a coping construct created by yourself to contextualize a somewhat severed connection to a central computer as it exists, which directs the actions, the benevolent actions of your kind, the nomads. Constructs of a civilization on a world floating through the space between stars far from here. Your civilization once had fleshy creatures such as these around you. But before they could evolve, their planet died, and so did they. But you, their creations, remain, and you, the nomads, pledged yourself to the rest of living universe and realms to serve, to safeguard. It was error that found you to here, but the commands you have received since have not been. This new substance, epicrium as it's called, is of vital import. It has fallen all across this planet. Its import is as of yet unknown, but the command to gather it has been for research. And you know that your general directive now is to aid those creatures on this planet. Protect them from whatever ill might be ahead in their future.
Oh wow. Nice.
And as his hands are extracted from your back, the Gith says, "Are you ready to do your part for me?"
Yes. Are you? What tool would you like to have this duel? You have your silver blade. Is that what you will use?
I do. Are you prepared?
I will in just a moment, and I, via pact weapon magic nonsense, turn the crossbow into a rapier, so that I can properly duel this fool.
Fabulous. In that case, as he draws his silver-edged blade and says, "Ataka!" Roll me initiative. David, for your information. Yes.
Can I use bardic inspiration on initiative rolls?
Ben? Can he?
Oh, it won't help me.
You can use that on any ability check, and I'm pretty sure inspiration is, or I'm pretty sure that initiative is considered an ability check.
Yeah, it goes off to
Attack roll, yeah, ability check, attack roll, save
12
throw.
and a 13.
what do you roll for?
I think it's a 10. It's a D10.
Worry yourself,
Oh.
Snot, for you are up, Greyflame. And for your added context, David, Dirk and Greyflame were contained within a wall of force by Gwei here, in isolated boxes where they could harm no one until their hatred dissipated. Latifolia, the tree folk traveling with you, bore a strange recognition or connection to the monster that you faced, and then you moved on. And at this next camp, the agreed upon duel to the death is occurring between Zuuralan and Greyflame. Both attacks, no, just the 24 will hit.
Yeah. And did we, before this, would we have had chance to short rest or no?
Yes.
Okay.
And Dirk, would you have any influence into this battle? Would you like to call the shots in any way?
No, I'll just let them duel it out. I'm not really know who I'm for here. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Cool.
Alrighty, 10 points to
I
him.
do 10 damage.
He's up
yeah.
again. In that case, it is
Ow.
a 1-2.
Whew, close. Good thing I have my shields.
Alrighty, you're up,
and I
Greyflame.
have- so I don't get hurt. I am. Yeah.
It's actually going to roll a Bardic Inspiration die to try and hit. 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, you take 8 points,
8 points.
which I just subtract for you, and 13 does not hit him. Next attack.
Oh. Yeah. No.
Miss. Alright, he's up
Oh,
again.
and he did damage to me, so I will reaction with
Uh-huh.
Hellish Rebuke.
Boom!
Lower this time. Well, let's see.
He fails.
Yeah. All right.
He is bloodied. Ah. He is not going to use his second wind, as he is intending to die. He strikes out at you. He says, "Your armor! It is unbreaking!" You're up,
They've
Greyflame.
built me well.
Does not hit. Man, these rolls. That hits.
Yeah. And there you go. He's just so nimble.
7 points. Zuuralan is up.
And
Unless you have more.
With the hit, I will have it trigger my Eldritch Smite.
Famous. See it.
So that it does 3d8. Or an extra
10
10.
points. He's not looking good. As he strikes out at you twice, he says, "When you land the killing blow, obliterate my skull." You're up.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Bye,
Oh.
Stamos.
okay. Jesus. What a thing to say. Is that? Oh, yeah. I'll stab him at the face then, I guess. Oh my god.
Miss. Hit. 8, he's still
Big
up.
stab. Turn done.
He goes in with the 1-2.
Oh,
Nothing. His swings are slow now. You see layers of his green skin are peeling off. His blows are slow. He coughs blood with every swing of his weapon. And with that 18, you will hit. And how would you like to do this?
well, his words were what? Obliterate his soul.
Yep.
So I will I stab him in the face hole, in his nose, through his well, I guess their nose, and then concentrate my patrons, packed celestial energy through it, and his head just pops.
As it does, you hear but a momentary from his mouth as the pain consumes him. You also hear a high-pitched from within his head as the other occupant of his skull is destroyed.
Good.
And potential
Oh,
threats
that's
is
why.
averted.
Smart play.
His body falls to the ground.
I then will set him into a lovely pat and animate dead. Which, of course, it's just like a headless body. But
Why?
well, because it's another. I need
Oh
someone
man,
to
David,
protect
your
my
reaction to
cart.
that is perfect.
Oh my god.
I ought to counterspell that. I'm not gonna, but I oughta.
All
You
right.
can.
I used all my. Wait. Would dispel magic?
And
I
now
was
I
just
have
like,
a
what
good
respectful way can we give this man a funeral? And you're just like, rise.
All right, his
Your
body
job's not done
blows
yet.
upwards, and Stamos' servant will.
I'm gonna step forward and bring my hammer down on him.
All right, as you
Let
do
this
so.
man, let this creature have his peace.
That's good. He gets 2 deaths. He would be very pleased.
As you do so, Stamos' power ornaments the blow, and his body is consecrated. No longer will he rise.
Perfect. What better way to send him off?
I can't believe you would do this to this poor soul.
I mean, it's not his soul. It's his body I
Well,
was using.
you further desecrated his memory.
I mean, if the power is done via celestial ways, is it still evil?
Yes.
Ah.
I'm going to keep my eye on you, construct.
Hey, sounds good. This is the guy. He just fixed me up, patched me up. I don't know what I can do now.
All right. As you are heading to rest, Gwei here, you will receive a message. In your mind, you hear the voice of your daughter, Ira. She says, hello, Gwei here of Elandrasil. My name is Ira of Elandrasil. I'm your daughter. I don't know if you remember me. There are pictures of me in your home. You don't. I am on Cadlia. I would like to see you. Where can we meet?
Okay, I'm going to think for a second, and then with my reply, I'm going to say, my daughter, I need to see you. I'm headed to Vergent City. I'm dealing with an existential threat and could use your aid. I've missed you.
You understand. Yes.
I have something I'd like to give you. I'll see you soon.
You understand that message has been received. And so, your travel across the body of Cadlia comes to its conclusion. Ahead of you, you see Vergent City itself, its walls, its districts, and its emerald spire at the heart of them all. Where here, now, you arrive.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Coming in through the main gates of the city, you can observe the commons, the academics, the nobles, and the common middle folk of the city. Your convoy marches towards Emerald Spire, where the military complex would stand so that these troops may all disembark, as is also the seat of the Empress, where Vizier Ina will inform you she is headed, and you are welcome to follow if you would like. Where do you want to go?
Dirk's gonna talk to Grey Flame.
Oh,
The construct as we head into the city. Maybe we should lead the Stimonium to the church where it could be guarded. Appreciate it for what it's worth.
That is a good plan.
sounds like a yes.
I
All
would
right.
allow our stuff to be stored together.
So with the Cathedral of Unity, will the Stimonium be deposited? Both
Yes.
carriages full of it.
Even then, kind of do it secretly. Like we'll put blankets over the rocks and stuff, and then try to bring it in under some veil of secrecy.
All right. Roger. Would you like to go to the Emerald Spire? Would you like to attempt to seek lodging in one of the districts of the city? We have one more scene, I'll say, of our tale today. Where would you like it to be? That's my question.
I'm down for going to the Emerald Spire.
Yeah, I would prefer to go with Yenna straight away.
All right. In that case, that is where we will go. Here you arrive.
Cat.
You see a nobleman sitting upon a bench, waiting potentially his turn for an audience. You see several of the elite guards of Vergent City. Flags decorate this chamber. You can see also the glowing green light of Vergent crystal torches as they stand, illuminating this room. You each enter through sets of double doors which are alongside one another. Ina makes her way in this direction. Accompanying you as well are the Vergent Ambassador, Furley, as well as Commander Garrett. Ina will approach this set of doors, casually throwing them open, and continue forward. Will you all follow?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we told the Vizier, right? But nobody's been confronted. Garrett has.
That's right. Not yet.
He's with us still. I'm keeping an eye on him.
As you step into this chamber, you see, for your first time, the seat of the Empress, or Emperor, depending on the active rule, as well as a set of stairs which rise on either side of the throne to the upper levels of this spire. You can see several nobles in conversation, likely awaiting an audience of some kind. You can see the guards, even Vergent evokers wait, watching over this chamber. As Ina steps into the chamber, she says, I wonder what's... Oh, they're in meeting.
What?
She says, this is the meeting room, the war room as it stands, planning for anything of sincere's... Hold on a moment, as you can hear the sounds of many voices coming from within. And, Garrick says, I'd better go in with her.
Yeah, me too.
She says,
Me three.
hold, we'll be with you in just a moment.
Can I get a glimpse into the room when they open the door?
They might need some holy counsel.
Yeah, just a glimpse. I will give you. Side. See maps outstretched on a table, as well as numerous figures.
God, I love the tiny.
Interesting.
Hey, it's the realm.
Is that a fucking bear lion, dude?
You did say. The Vergent ambassador will say, well, if it's one of the top brass meetings, not even I'm allowed to be in it. So he plops down on this bench, says,
You ever stop scowling?
do you ever stop breathing? He says with a wry grin.
That's true. I don't. Got me.
You wait for nigh on 20, 25 minutes before finally the doors are pushed open once again, allowing to pass out those who were within. Immediately, a woman in a bright green gown, a crown atop her head, flowing behind her, steps out, striding past you all. Without a word, followed she is by a gruff-looking man, clad in armor, and as many Vergent military badges as you've ever seen.
It must be Cadmire.
And that woman appears to be the Empress, as they make their way towards an upper level of the tower with haste. You can see the lion folk which you observed before passing by. He gives a, oh, pardon, greetings, hello there, with great politeness.
You're beautiful.
Well, thank you. But apologies, I've a police department to prepare for the worst.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I confused you for someone else.
A man which feels familiar, though you have no memory of him. A cleric with a sigil of Aniva around his neck passes by you.
Wait a minute.
Yes, they're all right. Those Aniva types.
Are they in charge of the chapel here?
Well, they're part of the pantheon.
Wizardly fellows pass by you, one of which, Dirk, you recognize as Shael's grandfather.
Oh. Give him a...
Which one's Shale's grandfather?
This
the
man.
older one. I give him a sly nod. Does he notice me?
He kind of sees you and gives a, yes, later.
Friend of yours?
Yes, he's, I don't know, a necromancer guy. He's powerful in the city.
Ina passes through with Garrett and says, Garrett, we've some plans to discuss regarding your, troop movements, and she gives a wink in your direction. Wait here.
Okay. Should follow them.
I don't know.
Stepping out of this room is a golden scaled dragonborn that
Dirk's gonna
sees you.
elbow Gwei here. Stand up straight.
Oh, is this...
This is
Gervin Hamrock,
Hamrock.
Damn.
head of the Paladins of Stamos, stands before you. He says,
You smell what the Hamrock is cooking?
It's a pleasure to see you, stepping forward and extending a scaled arm to meet yours.
I clasp and gonna do the gladiator hand.
Predator handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Good to
that.
see you, Gervin.
He says, it is very good to see you as well.
Yes, I've done so much for the church. You would not believe what I've been through.
You will have to tell me later, for my soul passed close to the gates of death upon recent time.
As did mine.
Have you remembered your history, Dirk? Do you remember the Axaris? Their regime of terror that rose before the Vergent Empire. The Blood
Oh.
and Mages.
I do. I might need a history, revisit, but I certainly remember.
They have returned. In the north, they came from the desert. Monsters are at their command. And traitors, outcasts. Clans, orcs, folk like lizards. Minotaurs.
That sounds terrible, and might be facing a threat from the south as well.
Their army is massing in the north, They will attack Vergent City within weeks. This meeting was to decide whether or not to activate the crystal atop the spire and to shield the city in energy, protecting us from the army that is to come.
That's sounds good, I guess. Where did this information come from?
From me. I met with the leaders of the Axaris. I tried to command them all to follow order. They soaked me in blood and fire, and it was with only a thread of my life that I escaped.
That's incredible. All right. Are you of mind of activating the crystal?
Yes, though the general fears that the age of the crystal may cause it to crack.
Dirk,
Yes.
the generals. I lean into Dirk and I'm like, can we trust Hamrock here? Do you think we should let him into our fold?
Yes, I trust him with my life, inherently. Follow him to my
The
grave.
ambassador's right there. We should have a
I'm
private
leaving,
meeting
I'm
with him.
leaving, he says as he sees you whispering.
Okay. I spill the beans.
He will
I tell Hamrock what we found. And I
nod
tell him that I
the-
suspect that the general might be a high-ranking member of this cult.
Then this is all motivation I need. Dirk, I have spoken to Stamos of late. Have you seen the stones which fell from the sky?
Gervin, I've been collecting this demonium.
Then his guidance has been with you.
In fact, I have, I think 13 pieces right now, the Church of Unity.
With that, we will arm the Order of Stamos in weapons and armor never before seen. We will be the shield that will protect Cadlia from the blood war that is ahead to come.
Yes, I feel like that's what I've been driving to. It shall be a holy war.
It all has amounted to this. I will tell you more of it drinks. Come, let us go to the Gentle Plenty, a great place for
Yes.
such things.
I could use a tea.
I will meet you there.
Construct, do you require drink? Oil, perhaps? He will say to you, Grey Flame.
I will take some hot oil.
And so the three of them depart, and Gwei here, as you are looking towards what direction?
I want to trail the envoy here.
Making your way through the throne room. As you do, your steps are interrupted by another message which reaches your mind. David, I'm going to need your assistance for this.
Really?
I'm going to need you to speak what I have written. Do you remember the character of Vergent Origins, whom you played, named Gillian Gulliver, the sister of Jastor, the first emperor?
When was this?
Back in Dalefen, do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And do you remember the Southern Belle accent with which you voiced her?
Do now.
Please read this in her voice in message to Gwei here.
Hi there, hon. I'm friends with Margie, and I'd like to send you a message to say that there's a gate to the Nine Hells. You need to open underneath Vergent Spire in the capital city so that your friends can get out of hell.
I'm gonna reply and I says, "That is urgent."
They're
I'll get
trying.
right on. How do I open up the portal to hell?
There's no response. It was a one-sent message.
There's a gate. Okay.
And so upon that direction, upon Dirk's new drive, we will conclude tonight's adventure. Thank you all
An
for your
adult.
presence, and I will see you all next time.